Good evening, everyone. How are we doing this evening? I'm joined by Callum and Jamie. How are we doing?
Good.
How are we doing? Do we want to touch on a little bit about something that broke just before we went live on Callum's on the Sanderson Show? Eric staying 10 more years. Brilliant news! What a way to just
Love it.
Brilliant. Just kicks off the summer the right way. Shout out everyone that's joined over from the Sanderson Show, where me, Callum, Jamie touched on some great topics, had some great discussion, and it's going to follow on into this channel. Big up CJ. Everyone, make sure to hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Everyone's channels is in the description as well. Sanderson Show and Jamie Phillips' channel as well. Where shall we start? You know what? Let's start on Ali Abdelaziz. Was on Submission Radio, doing his hype man, hyping up his fighters, which every manager should be, unlike some other managers. Big up Liverpool's 12th man, and he was talking about Kayla Harrison. They were asking who she should fight next, and Ali went, you know what? She should fight Sterling or Merab. And literally, the two podcast hosts just go, "What, really?" And he's like, "Yeah, like, obviously can't play the clip, but it went something like, yeah, look, are the other girls? They're not really at her level. They're too scared to fight her, so she needs something." And he went, and I quote, "I think it would be a competitive fight."
Oh,
excuse me? Think it would be a competitive fight? Okay, I just bring that death warrant, sign it, and just pass it through to Dana. That's her career done. What? Just because Kayla Harrison ragdolled Holly Holm, you think she's going to ragdoll Aljamain Sterling? Merab, just because she took down Alex Pereira on one clip, you think that warrants a fight against the male? But I'll start with you, Callum. Like, what on earth is he chatting? What on earth? Like, there's no way that this would ever happen. And why even mention it?
I'm going to be real. There's so many ways you can look at it. It's disrespectful to Merab and Sterling for a start. It's disrespectful to Kayla Harrison. It's disrespectful to the sport. Like, again, he should know better. And look, I'm going to say something, and hopefully it doesn't become too controversial, but with all due respect to the women fighters who would probably quite easily batter me to within an inch of my life if I got in the cage with them, there's levels. There's a reason why you have the women's divisions and you have the men's divisions. Aljamain Sterling, I guarantee, walks around heavier than Kayla Harrison for a start. Yeah. Aljamain Sterling, we saw in his last fight against Calvin Kattar, he powerbombed Calvin Kattar. He picked him up and he powerbombed him. And we're sitting here, and a manager who's been managing for decades now is saying that Kayla Harrison would have a competitive fight with Aljamain Sterling, the former bantamweight champion, defended 3 times, I'm not mistaken, considered one of the bantamweight goats, has moved up to 45, ragdolled a 45er. And then you're also speaking about Merab, who is widely considered the best, or at least second best 35-pounder in the world, who is known for dragging people into deep waters and drowning them. Let's not forget, he out-wrestled Olympic gold medalist Henry Cejudo in his last fight. It's not the first time we've seen this. Remember when Ronda was on her tear? She could beat Mayweather in a boxing match, and she'd give Mayweather a fight. I mean, why do we feel the need to compare women to men? Can't we just say that Kayla Harrison might just be the best women fighter in the world right now and just leave it like that? What has he gained from that? It's such a stupid thing to do.
Jamie,
Kayla Harrison wouldn't have a chance in hell of beating.
All I have to say, I have more chance of becoming a professional footballer than Kayla Harrison does in having a competitive fight with Aljamain Sterling or Merab. But I'll go to you, Jamie. Obviously, comment here from the only logical reason behind him saying this is to bring more popularity to his fighter. Anything else is just insane. What do you think of that? Do you think he is saying these comments just to increase popularity on Kayla Harrison, or does he actually genuinely believe that she has a chance?
Oh, it's gonna get dark.
That's watershed. You're safe.
Let's do the fight. Let's do it. I'm sick of this woke. I am sick of death of this woke shit we live in. Yeah. Let it happen. Let 136-pound Kayla Harrison fight Adrian Sterling. Let it happen. Let it happen. I don't want no lawsuits. I don't want no criminal action after it's finished.
Here we go.
Just let it go, man. I am so sick of it. They're ruining Star Wars. The Force is now female. It's pissed me off. I'm on a pissed off attitude at the moment. I hate it. I am so sick and deaf of this women versus men in sport thing. Cal said it earlier. There's a reason why it's a female category and a male category.
Yeah.
If all women competed in male sport, no woman will win anything. And that's not a dig at women. There's a reason. There's a reason why men are stronger, bigger, and faster. It's just genetics. Let it happen, man. Let it happen. Let it happen. Put Kayla Harrison in there with, I don't know, get Brock Lesnar back and put her in there with Kayla Harrison. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's see who the real person is.
Oh yeah, like it doesn't even need to be like it could be literally a college wrestler. 35 could probably ragdoll Kayla Harrison. And that is no disrespect to Kayla Harrison, who is in her own right, one of the best female judo practitioners ever, Olympic caliber female for a reason. I think touching on the different sport, someone said to John McEnroe, Serena Williams, best tennis player in the world. And he went best women's player in the world.
Greatest of all time, yeah.
And it was like, because he said a comment saying, "Oh, she would be like 700th in the world, men-wise."
And they came for him.
And they came for him. And he put, but she would probably have a competitive match, but she'd still lose. And even Serena Williams said, she got asked, why don't you play Andy Murray? This was prime Andy Murray. She was like, I'd lose 6-love in about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And they get paid exactly the same money.
Get paid exactly
Don't get me started on this. Don't get me started.
All right.
I will go there.
Right. She wouldn't even beat the 15th ranked fighter in the men's division. She wouldn't even beat an amateur. That's how ridiculous this whole thing is. And there are different ways to hype up your fighter. Yes, Ali, if you want to push on the narrative that Kayla Harrison ran Amanda Nunes out of ATT, ran her out of the UFC, ran her out of MMA, run with that narrative. Which she did run as well. Run that narrative. People will be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I want to see Amanda Nunes versus Kayla Harrison.
Yeah, that's the fight I want to see, yeah.
And now, all you're doing now, hey, next fight, Kayla, you must perform. Because Ali's just chucked some pressure on her back now. And she can beat any woman, she's going to win. Because she's just better, just bigger, just more dominant.
Would she?
I can't wait for someone to ask Dana that in the press conference, and Dana just go, "What?"
Would she beat the shit out of all three of us? Of course she would, yeah. Right? She'd beat the shit out of all three of us because she's a professional athlete
at the same time as well.
But if one of us actually caught her on the chin, it's probably game over for her because we're still men at the end of the day.
I've got some pillow fists, to be fair, but I don't think
No. You're a big lad. You're a big lad. If you hit a woman on the chin full bloke, she's going out. It don't matter how good she is.
No, it's true.
It's stupid comments in a world that we live in today that people are now like, oh, I bet there's people at matchmaking now thinking, oh, what woman could, Ronda Rousey beating them?
Oh, do you remember Clarissa Shields?
Oh. Yeah, when she went after Keith Thurman and all that. I'm like, Clarissa, do better, guys, man.
Yes, Jamie, I did miss the sweepstake draw for the Euros. I apologize, but I'll still be watching the Euros. But yeah, I did miss the sweepstake draw.
Amanda Nunes and Kayla Harrison is two alpha females going at it. That's what I want to see.
Alpha females.
What we all want to see going at it. That's great. That is as good as you can get in female fighting. Just do that.
Yeah.
Stop with this woke
Or get
bollocks.
Valentina versus Kayla Harrison.
Oh yeah. You leave
Let's get the
Valentina alone. She
alpha
doesn't need
female
that.
versus the alpha
She doesn't need
females.
that. She doesn't need that.
Fight it out.
She
Yeah,
doesn't
sorry,
need
Jamie,
that.
it's a techie subject, yeah. No, but let the alpha females battle it out against their own alpha
exactly.
females, which I think
Exactly.
like it's best for business. And I think like there are different ways to hype up your fighters. This is not the way to do it. And all you've just done is that you've probably pissed off a lot of people with those comments. Mate, you even pissed off Aljamain Sterling, who commented on it as well, saying "What the f."
Piss me off.
I would as well.
Yeah, because
I was
said,
a fighter and I dedicated my life to fighting, and the manager who should know better came out and used my name to get clout, I'd be like, no, we need to address this. We need to address this now.
Yeah. I think he said, like, when did I sign up for this sort of thing? So,
like, I'll be real with you, not even in a bad way. But if someone come up to me and was like, "How you see your missus? She'd absolutely bat you in a fight," I'd pull that person to the side and be like, "Don't say stuff like that," because she absolutely wouldn't. Like, just stop being silly now. What are we doing there?
yeah.
World we live
Right.
in.
You wouldn't need to do that. You just need to take away the apple juice and then she's won.
yeah. My superpower, innit? It's like Popeye about spinach, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just add loads of extra pressure on her. But more. Hey, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. You make stupid quotes, you'll get stupid replies to go with it. But
yeah.
But moving on though. Dan Hooker came out. Oh, Jamie's disappeared. But Dan Hooker came out and said that him, Kai Kara France, and Israel Adesanya will all be returning for UFC 305 in Perth, Australia. And that sort of brings us to a great little topic. Are we a matchmaker? We can be a matchmaker to see who these gentlemen will be fighting. Obviously, Jamie's busy talking to Ali, just saying, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Sorry, I just got some news on Trent Alexander-Arnold. Sorry.
Is it signed and delivered, yeah? No.
No. Pause.
Jay.
Jamie, we need a bomber. We need a Jamie bomber. Is it gone?
Good.
No. It's not good, did you say?
Depends how you look at it.
What's he said?
Is it? It's not Real Madrid, surely.
So apparently, my contact that I got said that Trent is taking the Real Madrid interest seriously. But it doesn't mean he's not going to sign. It doesn't mean he's not going to sign a new deal. He's just taking the interest seriously.
Drew's doing a tap-up thing with England. Oh, I knew this karma would come back to us.
Oh, I don't need this. Not this summer. I don't need this. Every summer, I don't need this. I've had Caicedo last year. I don't need Trent this year.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not good at all.
I don't know how I'm going to pick myself up from that. Jesus Christ. No good news, no, Jamie? No good news? Just you gave us some bad news. At least some good news.
Depends how you look at it, I suppose.
But anyway, Jamie, I was just saying to Callum that Dan Hooker said in an interview recently that him, Israel Adesanya, and Kai Kara France will all be returning at UFC 305 in Perth. So I thought that we could play a little matchmaker, see who these gentlemen will be matched up against. And let's start off with the obvious one. I think it all's pretty obvious. Israel Adesanya will most likely be fighting Dricus du Plessis for the UFC middleweight title, which you know my feelings about it. I'll start off with you, Jamie. What do you think about that potential matchup? Do you think it's the right decision to make?
No, it should be DDP versus Sean Strickland. It just should. I don't understand why it's not. Strickland should have got the automatic rematch because he beat Izzy. He became champion. He lost a fight that a lot of people don't think he lost. And then he just went and beat Costa.
Guys, got some breaking news. News. Mike Perry gets his huge fight. Mike Perry versus Jake Paul, July 20th.
What?
Well, that's going to be a good fight, you know.
Whoa. Yeah.
That's going to be a good fight. He hasn't worn gloves in a while.
Jake don't know what he's getting himself into.
I'm going to say Jake knocks him out.
Nah.
But that's
he ain't fought with gloves in a long
Jake
time.
Paul's camp that he's going to be fighting Mike Perry set for July 20th, so that could be on Netflix.
I'm so happy for Mike Perry.
Yeah, he's going to get
happy for Mike Perry.
I don't know, you know. Mike Perry gets caught. It's game
I
over.
think Mike Perry's going to put a beating on him. Yeah, I'm happy for this one. I think Mikey P does a number on him.
Yeah. So
yeah, it should be Strickland DDP. It is.
Yeah, I agree.
Izzy should be back of the list. He should be working his way up. Should have 2 or 3 fights, in my opinion. Again, it just shows massive favoritism. You know, he goes to another division and gets an automatic title fight. He loses his title convincingly, goes away for a year, comes back, just gets a title fight like that. It's massive favoritism. That's a problem with this sport right now with some fighters. Sean Strickland, yeah, he might not be the greatest for PR. I'm not going to say that against him, but you know, this company also talks about free speech and are willing to pay for free speech. And they put out Donald Trump, who's just been convicted of all these crimes that, you know, probably should have been convicted of. But, you know, but Sean Strickland can't. Who's Strickland going to fight next then? You know, they're not going to give. It's pathetic. Izzy should not be fighting for the title. Just shouldn't.
Well, leading on to the net, what I was going to ask you, Callum, we touched on it before you jumped into the stream, Jamie, about Duplessis came out and said that if Whittaker beats Hamzat, then he shouldn't get the next title shot, and he would need to fight Whittaker. Whittaker would need to fight Strickland in the number 1 contenders bout. Would that make sense for Strickland's way to the belt? Should
Strickland go fight?
So Duplessis says that if Whittaker beats Hamzat, then Whittaker doesn't deserve the title shot, and he would need to fight Strickland in his eyes to get the title shot. But he said that if Hamzat beats Whittaker, then he's more than happy to fight Hamzat for the belt.
Of course, he's blown out at middleweight. If Hamzat wins, so this is what Dana wants. Dana wants Izzy versus Hamzat.
Yeah,
that's what he's preying on. He's preying on an old Whittaker now. Will just get outpointed by Hamzat, and then Hamzat will fight Izzy. You know, end of the year.
Everyone knows I'm a massive Israel Adesanya fan. I think him getting the rematch takes the integrity away from the sport a little bit. I think, again, I'm not even a Strickland fan. I thought he beat Duplessis in their first fight. He's come back and fought Costa. I actually think the fight should have been him versus Whittaker in the first place. I don't get why Whittaker's fighting Hamzat. It should have been Paulo Costa versus Hamzat in Saudi, and it should have been Strickland versus Whittaker at the previous event at 302.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they didn't go down that route.
This match should be in Africa as well.
Oh yeah, that's another issue.
It should be the first. Should be the first African UFC pay-per-view headlined by DDP versus Izzy for the middleweight title. I'd be all on board if you wanted to do that, and that's the reason you're giving Izzy the title match. I'd be all on title fight. I'd be all on board with it because it makes geographical sense that you go and make that the first ever African UFC pay-per-view to African fighters fighting for a title. Makes perfect logical sense, but you're not. You're doing it in Australia. And it's just...
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, DDP's got to fight in Izzy's backyard, pretty much.
It's not even Izzy's backyard. I think the whole...
Yeah, it's not, yeah.
They pretty much hate him anyway. They'll probably be cheering for Trickers rather than cheering for him, to be honest.
It's just... Yeah, but, you know, the only country close to New Zealand's Australia, isn't it? But, you know, it's...
I just the boat with UFC Africa, like CJ, like they completely missed the boat. When
it would have been
the three kings, and you couldn't get a card together Disgraceful.
They give a shit. They could give a shit because I don't care. It's just I don't. Yeah, this is just it's favoritism. Just it's mad. It's just absolutely mad that they just want Izzy Hamzat. That is why this is happening.
Yeah, they have positioned Hamzat so well.
He's been carried all the way.
The thing is, Hamzat winning would get him a title shot next. I just don't feel like Izzy. Again, Izzy's one of my favorite fighters, favorite personalities. He doesn't deserve a rematch. He got beaten handily by Strickland.
He didn't get beaten. He got humbled.
Yeah, he did.
He did humbled in the war.
Again, we've seen this happen before. Ronda Rousey got head kick KO'd by Holly Holm, came back and got automatic title match.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, he has got good pull with the UFC. CJ Dana said he's been working on UFC Africa for a while. It's just like saying that I'm working on losing weight. You know, it is.
You actually have though. That's the difference. You actually have
like that much.
You still have though.
Yeah, still have a little bit, but I've worked on more on losing weight than Dana has and worked on UFC Africa, which shows how much he's actually worked on.
Guys, go to the UFC webpage and we'll look at the thing that pops up the most.
No, what? UFC has dropped something else.
No, just go to the UFC webpage and see what pops up all over the screen.
No, man. Oh, we getting more breaking news.
I'm a fighter.
Just no slap fight. That's all I got on mine. I just got slap fight everywhere. Tickets are still available and everything.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing they're promoting.
No, yeah, less of that. Yeah, so we all probably say that it's probably going to be Izzy versus Duplessis next for Perth, but let's touch on Dan Hooker. That said that he'll be making his return. I'll start off with you, Callum. Who do you think Dan Hooker should fight on his return? Any names that really stand out for you?
I'd have loved to see him and Gaethje, but Gaethje's not going to be fit. When is the Perth card 305? So it would be.
I think it's going to be August.
August. No, Gaethje's not going to be ready for August. Bobby Green's fighting Paddy in London, in Manchester in July, so that he's not available.
I think so.
Benoit Saint-Denis.
Benoit, but he's still got that staph infection, though. That's where the issue. Plus, Paris would literally be the month afterwards, and I think that he's going to go to Paris.
Yeah, he'll probably go Paris.
That RDA probably.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the RDA fight.
Yeah, I'm not feeling RDA. But
I've
got one.
Maybe Dariush.
The most
money.
boring fighter ever.
Moicano wants money.
I think
Oh God.
Hooker's in a bit of a tricky situation because he's not going to fight down.
He is a Poundland Cerrone.
Yeah, I'd probably go Dariush. Fiziev, I don't think Fiziev is back.
From ACL, yeah.
Fiziev would be a hell of a fight.
That'd be the fight. That'd be a war. Yeah,
Fiziev would be the hell of a fight. Fiziev's my guy. I just don't know if he's fully healed up yet.
Renato, maybe.
Renato would be a shout as well.
Moicano wants money, baby.
Dariush, I don't want Dariush. I just can't stand that.
I swear Dariush believes the earth is flat. He just seems like one of those guys.
He probably believes Kayla Harrison can take on Sterling.
He probably does.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one for look. If Fiziev is fit, I'd go Fiziev, but I don't think he is yet.
Just have a look, see Dan Hooker.
I think Dan Hooker gets a warm-up fight, so I'm going RDA.
I don't think that's a warm-up fight for Hooker.
Yeah, no, for RDA.
Because I want to see Hooker in stand-up fights against rested. He's shown
by the way. So
I know it'll be Jalen Turner.
No,
they fought already though. Unless they're going to
that'll be the rematch. They just do that again.
It was a hell of a fight though. To be fair, it really was a hell of a fight.
Turner versus Hooker 2.
Oh, I don't want to see that
fight. The second fight no one cares about.
Are you happening with Volt? I don't think Volt's going to come back for that. No.
Well, Volt said he's going to sit out until he gets a rematch for the title, isn't it?
Well, he's going to be sitting out forever then.
The thing is, I don't mind Volk doing that because Volk was an active champion in defending against everyone. I can live with Volk doing it.
Thing is, I don't think people should rematch when they get put asleep.
True.
Saying that though, the Usman rematch with Leon, I understood that because Usman was on his way to winning the fight 3-2 or 4-1.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, the Topuria one was an early knockout in it.
Yeah, it was dominating, wasn't it?
And then, last but not least, Kaya France on the card as well.
Al-Bazi or that Royval.
Royval?
Yeah, Royval.
I'm going to say that if Tairo gets a massive knockout win over Alex Perez, he's currently 15-0. If he gets 16-0, I reckon he'll get the rocket. Because I think the UFC are really going to push, especially fighters over in that continent, because they've just signed the rising bantamweight flyweight or bantamweight champion. So I think they're going to be really pushing that demographic. Well, Japanese fighters, especially, because apparently, like, he's super highly rated. Al-Bazi, I swear he's still injured. I swear this guy's still injured. You know,
don't know.
So I'm not even 100% sure he's going to be fit. But
Yeah.
Kai France, I can see him. You know, Alex Perez gets a good win. To get to see Perez and Kai France. Mokayev's fighting at London. Not gonna Moreno's sort of not. He's taken some time out. It's not going to fight for the belt again. Probably Matt Schnell. Maybe Matt Schnell or something like that. So
I think Royval, man.
Run that back. I swear those two fought last, you know. I swear they fought last, but I'll just have a look now.
This is
because Kai France hasn't fought since Al-Bazi, actually, hasn't he?
Yeah, he got 2 losses in a row. So he lost to Moreno.
Yeah.
Lost to Al-Bazi.
I thought he beat Al-Bazi, to be honest.
Or you fought Brandon Royval and lost by submission.
When was that?
That was in 2020 on the Adesanya Costa card. So maybe run that back. Moreno's taking
run that back, man. Run that back.
Moreno's not going to be about. Yeah.
You know what's crazy about that division? They've all fought each other pretty much. It just hasn't been promoted very well.
Or hasn't been for the belt. That's why it's not even been spoken about, really.
Yeah, and there's been some good fights between those guys. Yeah, I'd go Royval, Kai France.
Yeah, run that back as a rematch. I think I agree, Jamie.
I agree. Yeah, I'm with that.
Last subject of the evening. Jamie made me aware of this. Ian Garry, the Portuguese. Oh, sorry, I mean Irishman, who's fighting Michael Venom Page. We believe it's the undercard for McGregor Chandler. Says, I'm going to call Hunter. I wanted to give 5 rounds co-main. And when I heard that, I thought, oh, shit, not another 5-round co-main. We saw what we had last time. And let's be honest, it wasn't particularly great. But start off with you, Jamie. MVP, Ian Garry 5-round co-main event. You liking the idea? Or are you thinking, shit.
I said this should have been the co-main as soon as it got booked. It makes perfect sense to be the co-main. For me, this is the second biggest fight in the card, so it should be the co-main. Give it 5 rounds. I see Ian Garry and MVP go for 5 rounds.
Callum, do you agree?
I agree with the first bit. I definitely think it should be co-main event. I'm not on board with 5 rounds, though. I think 5 rounds should be kept for title or interim title fights or number 1 contender fights.
Yeah, because
this is like.
I don't think this is.
It's not, mate.
I think it is if MVP wins.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think if MVP wins.
Waiting, though, that's the thing. Like for me, like personally, like when you look at the welterweight division, Leon's not fighting Colby. He's not fighting Kamaru. He's definitely fighting Bilal. That's confirmed. But when you look afterwards, Shavkat said he's going to wait around for Leon, and that logically makes the next step for him. Ian Garry, like if either of them beat each other, doesn't really push him in front of the queue ahead of Rachmanov. Really. Unless you're saying the loser needs to fight Rachmanov. And then the winner fights Edwards. It just depends on where the dynamics where things.
You got a mini tournament there. It's like you got a mini tournament there because they obviously want to push MVP to the moon. Look at the two fighters they give him out the gate. You know, with his age, I think they just want to give him like 2.5 years.
You're going to add Islam into this equation next year.
Yeah, okay. So I think MVP versus Leon Edwards on paper makes for a more intriguing, exciting fight than anything else in the welterweight division right now.
I think that
unless a certain Irishman comes back, destroys Chandler, and then you got everything's upside down. Because I believe if Conor McGregor beats Chandler and Edwards wins his fight, that's the next match.
Then Conor McGregor gets his head smashed in.
I think it'd be Conor McGregor versus Edwards.
Hey, show me the money, yeah, baby. We're gonna go triple champ.
Edwards is calling him out now. He's done interviews. I think he was on TalkSport. He's done a lot of media now. He wants Conor. Apparently, he's always wanted to fight Conor. It's a fight.
No, I can imagine, of course.
It's intriguing to him.
He's very petty.
If Conor, literally, I think Conor. You know, in football transfers, where we always say sometimes you've got to have a pyramid effect till you get your player. You know, something has to happen over there for this to happen. And it just it starts happening. I think Conor's that. If he beats Michael Chandler, he's beating one of the top stars in that weight division. Well, not that weight division. He's not 170, but he's beating a top star straight away. Then you're looking at Max Holloway for the BMF, which I don't think intrigues Conor. And Leon Edwards wants him. I think UFC are making fights that make money now instead of fights that make sense.
Oh, CJ Burns is fighting Sean Brady in September.
See Gilbert Burns, right? Yeah,
Gilbert Burns. They've already fought Madeleine and won, but Burns taking on Brady in September. Then Football Gospel said red panty night. Absolutely, it's a red panty night when you fight me, yeah. Back at home with your wife.
Tell you what, Edwards and McGregor would have one hell of a.
It's good.
I think.
It's going to be a
Edwards
great
would. Yeah, I think Edwards would get. I think Conor would get under Edwards' skin big time as well.
I don't think he would.
I think he wouldn't go to a Colby.
I don't think he would go where Colby went.
No, but I think he's getting under his skin in a different kind of way. You know, it kind of gets under everyone's skin, let's face it.
Like, listen here, kid, yeah, you're like the easiest fight for me to get my third belt. Yeah, so sit there and do what you're told.
I think UFC will be like, looking at it as well. It's like, you know, Conor's back. He's got 2 fights left. If he beats him, he can become a free weight champion, the first in history. It's like,
plus as well.
Like you just said
Ali
something.
Did say that
if Conor's got 2 fights left on his deal, Conor would have to sign a new contract before they give him that fight.
No, not really. Because when you win the belt and you fight on the last fight of your contract, it's an automatic renewal.
Oh, that's all right. You're right. That's what they did with Francis, right?
And it might be the only way to get Conor.
That's the only way that you get Conor, man.
So it makes sense. Which means Shavkat is like fighting MVP for number 1 contendership.
Yeah, they're going to milk Conor for every last penny. You're damn right. They're going to milk him for every last penny.
Imagine you have Conor versus Leon, right? And then in the undercard, you have MVP versus Shavkat. And then the winners of them 2 fight each other.
No, but the thing is, right, yeah, should Conor win,
I put UFC better than Dana. You know?
Everyone is going to be gunning for what I want Conor. Should Conor win? Mate, Ali said if Conor wins, Islam wants to fight. He's going to have Islam, Leon. Hey,
everyone's going to want to fight Conor.
Everyone. Fucking Drickus wanting to fight him. Yeah, he might have fucking.
I'll be honest. Even if Conor loses but expresses the desire to stay around, everyone's still going to want to fight him.
Yeah, because he's the guy. He is.
What do you reckon his buy rate's going to be?
Oh, over $1 million.
Yeah, well over $1 million.
Do you think it's the biggest buy rate?
Biggest buy rate since Conor's last fight, definitely.
Yes.
Man, if that's the case, then that tells you everything that's wrong with UFC that we've been chatting about.
And he did say that, well, by the way, which is
Because what has he got? 8 out of the top. You read out the list, Jay, a couple months back. Was it 8 out of 10 he's got?
Yeah, only Brock and
Masvidal.
Amanda
the
Nunes
other two.
is in that list as well. Yeah, but McGregor's everyone's biggest paycheck. Big facts. 100%.
And I think people like Lee looking at it thinking, how long have I got left? The McGregor fight makes just makes my life. I can retire.
Yeah.
It just makes his career. Just checking to see if there's any other news. Obviously, on this show, we've got a couple of bits of breaking news. Mike Perry, Jake Paul potentially July 20th.
Love it.
And then Jamie dropped some news that Trent's taking the Real Madrid offer seriously. Right,
He's taking interest. He's taking
interest. So I'm being positive.
Got an interest in Real Madrid. So it doesn't mean he's not going to sign for Liverpool. He's just taking interest in Real Madrid. Like anyone would, to be fair.
Yeah, I did see someone's tweet saying that it's already confirmed that he's signing a deal to 2029. But
I think he does. I think he signs. But look, if Real Madrid are definitely looking at you, and your agent's telling you, you gotta be,
Jude's there as well.
You just gotta turn your head a little bit. I don't care who you are.
Shall I say something a little controversial?
He's not playing in the field.
He doesn't survive at right back. Kai's
not right back.
He's wearing number 8 for England. You're playing centre midfield if you're wearing number 8 for England.
Thoughts on Kai Ascura coming to the UFC? The hype.
That's the rising fighter, right?
Oh, is that the rising fighter with all the exciting fighter? Yeah.
I wait for the UFC to make him look.
He looks absolutely. We could have another Yuri on our hands.
Yeah, he looks mental. Yeah.
It's going to be such a killer. They're going to either give him the Yuri treatment or they're just going to treat him like every other Don.
When's the Masvidal Diaz boxing fight?
6th of July, I think.
Who cares? Who gives a toss? Who gives a toss? They've already brawled. Don't care about that. Just like I don't care about Chael Sonnen versus Anderson Silva boxing. Don't care.
They're putting McGregor Diaz, McGregor won in the Hall of Fame apparently, aren't they?
Oh, it's the Jake
Paul first fight in the Hall of Fame.
Or one of them. I don't know. If
must
it's
be
first
number 2.
Yeah, I think they're putting that. Well, they might put the first one in because of what Diaz did. No one expected it, did they?
Maybe. I think number 2 was a hell of a fight. That was a hell of a fight.
Diaz won as well.
Oh no, I had McGregor win that.
I don't know.
I think McGregor had a 10-8 in one of the rounds, which is what swayed it for me.
Yeah, I watched that again because it's on.
Yeah, it was on the other day, innit?
I watched it and I thought Diaz won that 3-2.
Yeah, no, it's a close fight.
Chandler.
Squeeze it though.
John Henry's thank you, string of what?
I don't know. Do you know what? I don't know. I'm going to say if it was coming back against anyone else, I would say differently. It's just that the problem is he hasn't got the reach. McGregor's got such a long reach compared to Chandler that if he's got to stand up and bang, he ain't going to wrestle with Conor. So he has to get inside if he cutting pulls. And if he gets inside, McGregor's left hook is still his left hook.
Yep, Chandler's there to be hit. And plus,
I think McGregor wins, the reach is mad.
Way that did you know when he made that shot to the body against Hooker? Just quit, head down.
Yeah.
Boom! Conor catching him with the left hand.
And Conor's timing's excellent. Even still now. I was watching it. I don't know about you guys. I was watching him sparring. He did look
sharp. He looks
sharp.
But you have to ask the people he spars with, are they on a level or are they there to boost his confidence?
Well, they're probably there to boost his confidence, but you can see his movement is still really good. His movement is still really good.
He's just annoying. Connor's rich as anything, and I'm over the moon he's rich as anything because a lot of fighters don't get to accumulate the wealth he's accumulated, but we've been robbed of his prime years as a fighter.
Oh, yeah. I wish he never had that boxing match.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Guys, any comments? There's still 10 of you in here. Massive thank you. Hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Just keep on firing some questions for a bit before we wrap up. Does Nate and Conor fight again?
In boxing, not in MMA.
In boxing?
I think they fight in MMA.
Connor does it in boxing can use this McGregor Sports and Entertainment name?
I think in a pure boxing match, I think Nate Diaz beats him.
CJ, how do you think Hamzat versus Whittaker plays out?
I was going to ask you guys: are we doing a watch along for this?
Yes, we are. Because it's
yeah. It should be on a normal time as well, or a decent time for us.
Yeah, big.
Oh, are they not making them do American time like they're making the Brits?
Imagine.
No. It's the money getting
Jamie, the card that Dana went to Saudi with, Saudi literally told him F off and come back when you.
They wanted a pay-per-view card, didn't they? They wanted a pay-per-view card.
Pretty much.
So they're not going to make it American time?
No, of course not. Of course not. How do you think, guys, briefly this fight plays out? Obviously, we don't go into too much depth because obviously on Fight Week, we'll do a more in-depth preview here on the channel. So just keep this one brief. I'll go with you, Callum, first. How do you think this fight plays out?
If Whittaker survives the first round, I think Whittaker stops him in round 4 or round 5. I think Hamzat has to get it done within a round or 2, or else he's not being. Whittaker gets stronger as the fight goes along. Hamzat weakens as the fight goes along.
I think Whittaker absolutely destroys him.
If Whittaker keeps the fight standing, he no worries is his lack of takedown defense, which is a big issue.
Yeah, that's his own problem. Hamzat's got no caps, no cardio, whatever.
He's got no cardio. Hey, he's got that bedroom cardio.
Can't breathe through his nose, man.
Starts 11 a.m. US time.
So that's 12, 1, 2, 3.
About 5.
So it's 4 in the afternoon for us.
That's for the early prelims, probably, or the prelims.
Yeah. So what?
I'm at work till 5:30, so I'll be a bit late coming back.
Oh no! If it's prelims, it's 7 p.m. for us then, because the WWE Saudi shows are 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's 7 p.m.
It's undercard. I think Hamzat's question is the gas tank facts.
Yeah, I agree.
No stamina. So it's Connor's, by the way.
Yes, that's his biggest question mark. Do we think we see Jones and Ngannou fight? No, I hope Calvin's not around, but John Jones is a pussy.
I don't think you see Jones fight UFC full stop. I don't think Jones.
Yeah, he fights Stipe and then calls it a day.
I don't think that fight happens
if they see each other on the street.
I don't think that fight happens.
You don't think it happens at all?
No, I think one of them going to pull out before the fight.
No, it would be the biggest what if.
I think one of them going to pull out.
What, Stipe Jones? At this stage of their careers, it's not a what if. Jones washes Stipe, and he knows.
No. I mean, Jones and Ngannou. It will be the biggest what if.
Oh yeah.
What if?
I think Francis just uppercuts his face off.
Yeah.
But
I think this version of Francis would have beaten this version of Jones.
Yeah, there's a certain heavyweight I'd love to see John Jones fight back in the day.
Any news on Poirier's next fight? I think. I swear I saw Volk did an interview saying he's getting a rematch.
I think it'll be Max next.
It's going to be Max Ilya.
But Dana said that he had something planned for Max for the BMF title. So what that is, I'm not too sure.
So he's defending the BMF that no one gives a shit about.
Yeah, I mean, surely
Ilya the fight's Ilya. That's there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Hopes it's Max. 100% hope it's Max. I think Max could get.
There's no one else at 45 for Ilya to fight either.
He don't want to do it because he does not want to rent out the Bernabeu. He will not fill it.
God no.
Yeah.
So he's going to stay away from that fight.
A WWE belt. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Well, The Rock gave it. I mean, to everything. Who's Max fighting if it ain't Ilya?
Exactly. I don't know.
That in his career that we actually care about right now.
Big up, Daz.
Should be Ilya.
When do you think AJ faces Dubois? I think it's going to be September 8th. That Saudi-backed card in Wembley. Ooh, looking.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's in Wembley, but it's Saudi-backed. AJ will destroy Dubois.
On that card, rumored Inoue versus Akhmedilev, Wardley Clark 2, Shiraz Eubank Jr., Boatsi Hutchinson, and Opedia versus the winner of CBS and Reactpor. So that's going to be the ring card.
these Saudi boxing cards are better.
Reactpor and CBS is this Saturday, right?
Yeah.
That's at Sellers Park.
Yeah. These Saudi-backed boxing cards at the moment are better than MMA.
Yeah, they are.
That's a discussion that would need to the deep dive, but I need to find some people that want to represent the side of the box.
AJ beat Dubois comfortably in any fight, Usyk in next year.
Yeah, I think so. O'Malley, Topuria O'Malley? No, O'Malley.
Marab. I think they're in the process of trying to book him and Marab at the moment.
Yeah.
Ain't they mates?
Nah,
it's Sterling and Marab.
Yeah,
mates,
Sterling Marab are mates.
Yeah.
Is the BMF belt really cared about? Depends who wears it.
Depends who fights for it.
Like the last fight, people cared about it because who it was.
Yeah, it was actually quality. I don't think you'd care. Have they said who's fighting in the Sphere in Vegas? I think it's going to be headlined by O'Malley, Marab with Valentino Grasso on the card.
Of course, it's going to be O'Malley. You know, O'Malley's there. Overrated.
New cash cow, baby. It's a new cash cow.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I think we're gonna call it there. It's coming up to half past 12, and I've got to get up early tomorrow. So everyone that's tuned in, massive thanks to everyone. Hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Also, a link in the description as well for the GoFundMe page. I'm doing a midnight walk with a couple of people from work, raising money for the domestic abuse support unit in Wrexham. So just giving page. We're trying to raise £500. I think we're on 130 at the moment. We're at least about a couple of months away. So any contribution, no matter how big, how small, be very much appreciated. Anything you guys want to plug on what's coming up soon? I'll start with you, Jamie, because I think you've got something tonight, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got my Diaz show in a minute, which should be fun.
Yeah, just one last question before I go to Callum. Did you guys watch Savannah Marshall's MMA debut?
No, I've heard about it, but I've not seen it.
Killer.
I'll be watching.
Killer. Her and Clarissa Shields too inside MMA. Yes, please.
I'd like to.
I've been watching The Ultimate Fighter, my friends, for personal reasons. Although I will say, Grasso, I didn't realise, man. I didn't realise.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah, pair of jeans on that, man. Ooh.
Yeah. Callum, got anything you want to promote on the Sanderson Show and on Coppish?
Sanderson Show. I might do a video tomorrow just speaking about Jake Paul and Mike Perry. That'll be a short one. It might even be a pre-recorded, but have a look out for that one. Coppish probably go live tomorrow at some point in the evening. No idea what we're going to discuss, but we'll find something, and then go from there.
I think coming up on the channel here, I think we'll do a video tomorrow night about who is the best undefeated fighter in the UFC.
Yeah.
So there's some big names.
Tasty
names. And we're also going to see who's the best and who's the worst out that list.
Tasty.
So we're definitely
undefeated fighters. Oh, he's undefeated.
Hey, and you can catch that tomorrow.
It's a long list, Jay.
It's a long list. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you all soon.